Hey everybody, welcome to Fire in the Hole. I had a surprise today. Heiko brought by. He ran out of freezer space at home, so we have a freezer that we're currently not using. So I said, feel free to use our freezer. So uh, Heiko came over and used our freezer. So as you can see, I don't know, I should have practiced with this first, but you can see that the freezer is packed to the gills, like literally to the rafters, with insane pods. Up at the top there, you can see there's all the mustard, big mustard mamas. There was a whole flat of those. Now, Heiko said when he and Angela were stemming them, he came up with a whole bunch of anomalous peppers, these weird ones that were in there that didn't have any business being in there. But we're assuming, and I'm going to agree with Heiko here, that it's probably a mustard scorpion. They look just evil. All of them have the little tick tail, and so I thought, well, I asked Heiko if he'd eaten one yet. He said no, so I'm jumping in first. So fresh off my peachy reaper last night that lit me up real good, I'm going to have a look at these, and understandably we want to keep the seeds from all of these bad boys. So let's have a look-see just how evil it looks in the middle there. Super fresh, cuts crunchy like crazy. Oh my. Okay, you already know that that's going to be a spicy meatball. There's a lot of placenta. Look at all the seeds though. There's a big amount of seeds. Alright, so here, I'm going to tear off the stem here. Ooh. Wow. Ooh, that's a smell. Wow, holy moly. Okay. There's all the seeds out of that half. And keeping with the tradition of last night where I didn't do the 1/2 a pepper thing, I'm going to do the same thing tonight. I'm going to eat the whole thing. But I got to get the seeds out of the other half here. Wow, is it ever packed with seeds? Holy smokes. This is a pepper that wants to propagate. You want to reproduce, don't you? You evil little mustard scorpion. More seeds up in the tip there. Okay, come on. There we go. Well, I can eat a few anyway. I got a lot. Lots of seeds. Alright. Put you back together. Wow. It smells really nasty like a reaper. It smells really, really brutal. So, there she be. Mustard scorpion, we think. Heiko said, I forget, I should have loaded up, but his verbatim quote was something mustard fucked up something. Watch, wallet, spectacles, testicles. Fire in the hole. Right away, zero floral. This isn't a pod that's going to make me do the Forrest Whitaker eye. No floral at all. Oh, that's yummy. Oh boy. I gotta make a pizza out of these guys. Wow. Wow. Not many peppers I can eat that I say I didn't, that I enjoyed the flavor of, but that one at least I didn't not like it. So that's a step forward. I've heard mentioned that mustard pods are the yummiest, and I'm probably gonna have to side with that. The big mustard mamas on the pizza were just insane. It burned me in a different way than any other pod has ever burned me. It burned me from the top down. I started sweating from the top of my head, and it came down around top of my ears, my eyelids. It was on the roof of my nose. It didn't seem to go past like the midpoint of my head. Even Heiko mentioned the same thing. I slipped him a couple of pieces of slices of my hot damn pizza. Now the heat is ramping up on this one big time. At first I thought, well, maybe it's not so hot, but you already know from the shape that it's going to be hot. And yes, I still haven't changed out of my tool shirt since the show. I generally tend to wear them for about a week before I take it off. It's my MO, my modus operandi. That's hot. The heat is really ramping now. I can really feel it. Whew, getting me in the mustache. Getting the sweat there. Ears ringing like crazy. Oh, that's nothing new, right? Wow, what a tasty pod, though. I'm gonna grow some of those next year for sure. Oh man, I can't say if it doesn't burn like a Reaper for sure. Burn like a Scorpion maybe. Better flavor than a red Scorpion, I think. Oh man, the heat is ramping up so good. Ears are ringing like crazy. I can feel it actually like grabbing in the back of my ears, like. Oh, that's amazing. If you watch other chili heads, some of the good ones make it look easy. Like I said last night when I ate that Reaper. It's guys like Dustin Johnson. They don't even seem to be phased. It doesn't even like they're nonplussed, right? It does a Rubik's Cube, just like cool as a cucumber. I'm never gonna be like that. You're gonna see me breathing through it. And other aspiring chili heads, I want to impart this knowledge, this wisdom. Other than peanut butter, that's the number one trick. Peanut butter before and after will mitigate your capsaicin cramps. But also during the experience, during the burn, which I'm at full blast right now, Lamaze breathing is your best friend. In gently, out and gently. And not only will this mitigate the mouth burn a little bit, but also it will help to bring on the endorphin rush. Once you start training your body to know that when I'm doing this, it's time for you to do that, and then you get the release. And so this is a really hot pod. This is a really, really, really hot pod. I don't know if I might put it in the same class as my Peach Reaper, except it probably is not going to pull a teardrop out of me. I don't feel like it's going to pull tears. Reapers always pull tears, so maybe it's not quite as hot. I haven't even had a sip of apple juice yet. Trying to let the burn soak in a little bit before I start washing it away. I think that probably a lot of people get over the hump before they start to extinguish. I think that's the way to go, so you can experience the full burn before you start to excite it or change it by way of adding liquid or carbonated beverages to the equation. And on that note, wow, that was good pod. I'm gonna make a bunch of pizzas out of those. That was a really tasty pod. No, for me at least, it doesn't taste like a bell pepper, which I've said it before on my channel a whole bunch of times. I'm not really a fan of bell peppers. I don't really like that flavor of a pepper. And jumping over the fence now, I'm starting to eat all these pods, and some of them do and some of them don't taste like a pepper. And the mustard, the mustard pods that I've had so far really don't taste like that at all. They really give you a break from that. And plus, they're also not floral, which is amazing. I always seem to, in my brain, always seems to think that yellow-green is going to equate to mustard, to floral notes. And it's anything but true. It's the exact opposite, I think, in a sense. Oh, we were at Farm Boy tonight, and I looked over their pods, and they looked like dwarf pods. I couldn't believe it. Last year, I was so impressed by what they had. So this year, they had red scorpions that were all little nudnik, little worthless little red scorpions. Even Darlene said that they looked miniature by comparison. And then they had white ghosts, and they were cute, but they were little. They were little tiny white ghosts, and I thought, wow, my ghosts were substantial. I mean, I grew some gigantic ghosts this season. So, didn't have to buy any pods. Suspect I probably never have to buy pods again. Well, shout out and thank you to Heiko for bringing me these little beauties. A whole little Ziploc bag full of those little mustard scorpions. And I suspect I'm going to have a lot of fun with those because the heat is top drawer. This is good. No tears and not much sweat. I think maybe, nope, not dripping at all. Still burning though. Maybe a little sweat on the temple there. But the fire stays alive with these ones. It's still burning, real good. That's exactly the kind of pepper you want. No floral, no green flavor, really nice flavor, and a heat that burns and burns. Longevity on this one is really impressive. Also, I'm starting to get the Reaper blowtorch a little bit on the back of my throat too. So, wow, that's as spicy a meatball. I knew right away when I opened it up and I see all that placenta. That's going to leave a mark. Oh man, wow. Well, again, open up my sinuses a little bit. Get me snurfling. Oh, yum. Really yum. Oh. 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 I see that one of my friends online, Chris, has decided he's like to take a venture into the chili head world. So I suggested to him for his first sauces, which were one of my first love, was Rogue by High River. Can't go wrong with that. Also, Dawson's. The Dawson's Original is a superb sauce to get started with. It's probably Max's first love. And then as an afterthought, I said you can't go wrong with Heiko's either. So he's got lots of stuff in the mid-range, also in the deep end if you want to go there. But I said maybe try something. If you were not interested in like the typical red-green type sauces, try some Mustard Menace. Great on hot dogs and pogos and stuff like that. Or Garlic Ghost, which is another fantastic one. If you like garlic, oh man, that's a good sauce. And then if you're feeling a little bit adventurous, a little bit of bravado coming over you, try the Scorpion's Kiss, because that'll take you up to another step. So, cheers, Chris. I hope you always said this is gold. Thank you. Oh, well, that's nice. Yeah. Woo. He wants to get started. Yeah, Rogue, Maruga Blood Orange. Now you're speaking my language. That's exactly the one. So cheers to Chris. And I will help you all along the way until you're finally eating a whole pod like me and experiencing something that most humans don't get to experience, I think. And when everybody tells you that you're ruining the flavor of your food by putting all that hot sauce on it, you can confidently tell them that you're actually enhancing your experience by adding a lot more flavor to the food that you're eating. So, cheers to Chris. Cheers to Heiko, of course, as always. Can't believe what my freezer looks like. And the smell. Oh my god, I gotta tell you. I open up the door and I go, it smells like a million pods dehydrating, but in a different way. It doesn't smell like dehydration, but you know that smell. If you ever dehydrated pods in your house, you know that smell of pods. And wow, it just knocked my head off. I couldn't believe the smell. The sight was extraordinary, but the smell was even better. So, cheers. Proust for Frank.